Babajide Otitoju and other journalists were having a conversation about the chances of Peter Obi emerging as the presidential candidate of PDP. They attested to the fact that Peter Obi is winning among all the online posts, but can what he achieved online be replicated at party level? Because most of the people online don't vote, and the delegates involved in the election process would be attracted to money that Peter Obi is not ready to spend. We know that the audience online is different. You are not going to win an election online or on social media. You have to engage the delegates, and in the case you know that it is the person that has the deepest pocket that is likely to win. You can imagine, and of course, and your oga has the deepest pockets, not even deep pockets, and you say that is a country where people don't even have ideology. And you know what? One thing came to mind when they talk about some people always winning online, and that is the reason why these guys will never accept electronic voting. They will never accept electronic voting because they will not be able to manipulate a lot of things in their own crude manner. There will be no physical attempt to disrupt some results or election processes. No ballot snatching. So when you talk about some people having because you have a lot of a lot of youth who have, some people who have even who have experienced election, and they have seen a lot of things. Even with the coming of a social media, you see the situation of election in other parts of the country that you are not even living. You'll be able to see that it doesn't worth going there. Even the one that you have even experienced, it doesn't worth going. But once they just bring money because they have weaponized the environment, the people with poverty. So people always falling for that. So when it comes to electronic voting, they will not allow that. And for this man to even be telling us that it is the person that has the deepest pocket that will be able to get the tickets. Of course, when you look at other parties, that is what is obtainable, and that's one of the reasons a lot of people are saying Peter Obi will go nowhere, because if this man enters, all these politicians, their tummy will be deflated, because he don't go to spend anyhow, because he spends judiciously. You can imagine recently the governor of it was exposed that the former governor of Anambra State, Obiano, when they were hailing him about the international airport he built, and they were asking, how did you get the money? And he said the money that his predecessor left for him, that was what he used. And you can imagine. And a lot of testimonies that this man has given while he was governor, nobody has come out to debunk it. Of course, they know it's true. So those who have a deepest pocket, they are the ones that will be able to get the tickets from all the parties, especially the two major parties, PDP and APC. So because this man will not even, go drop. Peter Obi no go drop. Even when Olusegun Obasanjo was president, they shared dollars to people before the winner eventually emerged. And Peter Obi does not look like someone that is ready to spend that kind of money. He's a rich man, but he's extremely frugal. And in the kind of politics played in Nigeria, you are not even going to do well if they can see that you are not prepared to spend money on him. And these people who are collecting money, they are the ones who are making Nigeria deteriorate, because they will not even want Nigeria to grow. Because if Nigeria prospers, you see a lot of people prospering, you will not be able to see people that you are going to be using as stocks, because at least to a very large extent people will say, okay, I'm contented with what I'm having than for me to go and risk my life and be doing some dirty jobs for politicians. So if people are at least relatively okay, not even rich, but at least on the average, nobody wants to submit to anybody. You see people who are submitting to other people, it's not because of they love them. It's not because they have power over them. The power they have over them is the power of what? Power of money. And because hunger no be your mate, so hunger no be your mate. You have to match whatever the opponent is paying them. But Peter Obi is not that kind of person. I like him as a person, and I think he did well as the governor of Anambra State. But is he ready to play the game? Atiku, for example, is already adept at playing that game. That is why today, at his age, you see can't dismiss his chances of winning. So is Peter Obi prepared to play the game the way Atiku Abubakar will play it? If you ask me, my answer to that question will be no. The way our politics uh, is, people will not vote for you simply because you are honest and you will not steal their money. They won't vote for you based on that. Even this man knows that Peter B is more qualified than his own Oga. His own Oga, who happens to be Tinubu, has a deep pocket. Deep pocket, not even deeper pocket, deepest pocket. He has it. If somebody can just wake up and be shared and give somebody 1 billion, give a institution 1 billion naira, and 50 million is just what he just distribute like 5 naira or 5 kobo. They know the truth. All these people, everybody knows the truth. Like we've all known, they will not allow the man to be there because he's not going to be involved in all this reckless and unreasonable spending. You can imagine Buhari at his old age, see what is happening under him. The man that is forcefully claiming he has integrity. If he likes, let him spend all he has. He can never ever succeed because he is the owner of the IPOB and unknown government. Okay, your fear has caught up with you. Name him anything you want. You prefer to secede from the country in 2 years of his tenure. Okay, the way our politics is, people will not vote for you simply because you are honest and you must not see you will not see their money. They won't even vote for you based on what is shameless conclusion by journalists who should be at the forefront of condemning corruption. Of course, it's just stating the obvious. It's stating the obvious. These are men that should be blowing hot and championing campaigns against looters, indirectly approving the mess. Do you want him to say it as it is not, Abby? As it is not. He works at TVC and you know his boss. Okay. It means that the problem of this country lies with the party delegates. Until the party delegates leave money and vote based on candidates' merit, politicians will continue to borrow the future of our generation to come to share among themselves to help this country now. Think Peter B for president. The delegates will never, they will never change. Lie. They will never change. It is because of spending by politicians during campaign and elections that we are still suffering in Nigeria. If we must get it right, then we must, as much as possible, discourage money politics. It can't be discouraged with the crops of people we have. The thing don't sweet them. They will never go back. So guys, let's know your thoughts on this. Thank you.